views, opinions, and statements expressed by the host and guests of this podcast are solely their own and not intended as professional or medical advice. The content of this podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and listeners should not make any decisions or take any action based solely on the information provided. Listeners should always seek the advice of a qualified professional with any questions they may have regarding their own personal health, finances, or well-being.
Welcome to the Professional Winner Podcast. I am your host, Jonathan Conyers. I'm with my main man, my brother, Gabriel Taliaferro. What's up, Gabe?
Taliaferro.
Wade, what up?
What's good? What's good? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
This is our guest, Wade Empire. He don't need an introduction. You have seen him. He has been viral multiple times.
Everywhere.
The man from Detroit, the black brother. He's actually my cousin. Is a secret. Psych, I'm lying. But what up?
What's good? What's good? How y'all feeling?
Bro, feeling great, yo. It's raining
Feeling great?
outside, but yo, the
Yes.
sun shines inside of me.
A little disappointed.
Welcome to New York City. How New York been treating you?
It's been great. Been great. My third time being out here, and I've never been outside of Times Square.
What?
So this is my first time really coming out to Brooklyn and
Oh.
seeing the actual New York.
That's
of-
crazy.
Anybody try to rob you?
About 3 or 4 times. I'm all right.
That's good. That's good. New York experience, man.
Yes.
You
I
donate
gotta-
any money to our homeless?
I did a couple dollars. You know,
Okay,
I
that's
have
good.
not seen a rat yet. I want to see a rat.
What?
You know
No
what I'm saying?
way.
And I want to see a rat and a drug deal. That's all I need.
Wait, did
I-
you take the train or no?
I drove. I took to here. I took an Uber.
You ever take a train so
No.
far?
No.
Oh,
That's a problem.
But
what?
my man's Anthony told me about how easy that shit is. So you know.
yeah.
We got to. We got
On the
to.
way back, I'm gonna get that train experience.
One
Yeah,
train,
don't
it
pay the
goes-
$60 Uber for 20 minutes.
Yeah, but it goes straight to Times Square. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
The train. Oh, from here. Oh yeah, we near Barclays.
Well,
So
why didn't y'all tell me that before?
yeah, I'm sorry. Man.
Anthony, bro, now.
You done
Yeah,
dropped the ball, bro.
Yeah, you'll be back home in 20 minutes for
Okay.
two cent. It keep
Say-
going up. What is it now?
say
275.
275.
Less than Uber.
That's much less than Uber.
You can ask someone on the train for 275. They probably got you.
No, they probably fight you.
I'll be a homeless.
Do not take that advice.
You can always hop.
Oh my God.
You can always hop. Like hop over the train stop.
Oh yeah, what? Like the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in my everyday.
I'll wait till my 5th time in New York. Dude.
Yeah. Wait.
I gotta save some stuff here.
But wait, so how we do it if you watch Professional Podcast, we're just gonna let you introduce yourself. We always start from Baby Wade to Wade Empire, you know, because you're building something over there. So tell us who you are, where you're from, and let us know the real you.
Well, my name's Wade. Wade is actually my last name. First name is Terrell. I was born in Detroit.
Could have guessed
Detroit.
that.
Duh. Born in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Little black kid. Went to Michigan State University. Had a real passion for TV and film and just being creative and funny stuff. Late 2017, early 2018, I was like, all right, I'm gonna start making content. This is around the time Vine was a thing and Instagram was kind of new and Twitter was new. So I'm like, well, you know, when Twitter was new, you know. So I'm gonna get my days wrong, but yeah, I put my foot down on making content around that time, and I never looked back. And 2020, the pandemic happened, and it actually helped out with my stuff. So as bad as it sounds, shout out to the pandemic. You know, but you know, and here I am, you know.
Oh, that's what's up,
So
man.
you started on Vine.
I did not. Vine was the only social media platform that I was like, I'm not getting this.
Yeah.
Why is that?
It didn't
Too-
even last that long anyway.
Yeah, too short.
It was too short, but like at the time I wasn't one of those people that would jump on new social media platforms. Like it took me a while to get to Snapchat.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get to TikTok because everyone's like, oh, this is the new platform. I'm like, forget that, man. I'm gonna stick with Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. And then once everybody else jumped on it, I was like, I swear I was about to like download it, and then it got banned or deleted or whatever. I'm like, all right, whatever, forget it.
Dang.
So I didn't want to make that mistake again.
So, first time I seen your content, pretty sure it was my wife sent me. Shout out to my wife, she's in the back. She sent me the video of you doing the Dunkin' Donuts thing.
Mm-hmm.
Take us through the viral moment and how, like, a moment like that changed your life, and what was your thought process in making such good and relatable content?
So that was my overall focus when I wanted to make videos. It wasn't inherently office stuff, but I wanted to make content that was relatable with a hint of funny. Something that was easily shareable. Because the more shareable it is, the more exposure I get. The more exposure I get, the more people know who I am, and the more people can follow me. And that the shaking of the iced coffee cups was just something that everybody does, but we don't normally like talk about it or realize it. And it was hella annoying. But I'm like, this is hella funny too.
Yeah.
Because everybody does it. And we know somebody that, you know, drinks iced coffee all the time and does shit like that. So I was like, and honestly, I didn't think that it was going to be that big of a video. I had fun shooting it, and Dunkin' was actually the closest place to get the iced coffee.
Nice.
And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to just grab this, and I do it. And once I posted it, and I know I'm like dragging on. Once I posted it, though, one of the marketing officials from Dunkin' emailed me because she saw the video, and they sent me some products and yada yada yada. But a month later, I started doing some promotional content with them.
Nice.
So it actually worked out. I'm gonna try to incorporate more brands in my videos for free, and you know, if it goes viral, then I got an easy in.
So you got donuts for life now?
Something like that.
Something like that.
I don't even like iced coffee, to be honest with you. I don't, but y'all ain't hear that.
Oh, that's gonna be heard loud and clear.
I'm gonna cut that out now.
Like,
I got you.
Who
now.
don't like iced coffee?
I like mine hot.
So take us through your process. You're thinking, like, what sparks that creativity? How is the process of you creating a reel or something that you think is relatable to the people?
The majority of my content is from real life experiences. But every once in a while, I'll come up with an idea, and I try to write down the ideas that I have immediately, like on my notes app. That way I can at least go back to it and be like, oh, this is what I was thinking of earlier in the day. And then I try to figure out how I can compound that into like a short 15-20 second video. And then I pretty much just shoot with my iPhone on a tripod. And a lot of the stuff is off the top, off the dome. I don't really have a script with anything. I just been doing it for a while. I kind of know what works, what fits,
Nice.
what makes sense. But originally, you know, I'd have the tripod. I'd write down kind of what I think I needed to say. And then once I actually started doing it and acting it out, more improv came. And it's like, oh, this is more natural of what really happened in a situation like that. And
Word.
as long as it was something that was relatable and I had like one or two bits that was funny and it was straight to the point, I was good.
Nice.
I was good. That was all I focused on.
Yo, so let's like rewind a little bit. Let's go back in time, Back to the Future style, bro. Terrell Wade,
One of them.
right? All right. So, how did you go back and specify into this niche of like doing work stuff? Like were you in like HR at some point in your life? Like, where were you? Like,
They would never gonna let me in HR. That's never gonna work. I wish.
Like,
So when I first started to shoot videos, I couldn't shoot at home. I didn't have good lighting. It was always noisy.
Mhm.
Every time I get home from work, I just want to chill. So I'm like, the content that I can shoot at home was never going to be quality content. The only time I could have good lighting or a quiet area was at work. And
Yeah.
I always would have a suit on. So I'm thinking, okay, what kind of content can I create that would make sense for me to have a suit on? So originally I would do like grammar videos where I would be like a teacher or I pretend to be a lawyer, and it just kind of merged into, hey, I'm working in an office. And like I said, around the pandemic time when the work from home order was kind of a popular topic, business and, you know, people working from home, stuff like that kind of took off. So I was like, all right, well, this is what I'm going to do, because every video that I post that has something to do with work that's relatable is doing crazy numbers.
Mhm.
So I never look back with that. Never look back. Every once in a while I might switch it up because I don't want to just be solely corporate comedy. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, it works.
True.
Yeah.
So when did your boss come to you and say, "Yo, stop going viral when you're supposed to be working"?
So what had happened was, so I'm a, you know, I pride myself in being a little smart in this area. I kind of blocked everybody beforehand.
That's good. That's good.
I
Nice.
made a point to block my boss, and you know, some they're not very active on social media to begin with. So I blocked mostly the younger coworkers and the younger bosses and everybody. But I knew if things worked out the way that I wanted them to, it wouldn't matter if they were blocked. They were going to see my content anyways from friends and family, or if it got viral, they're going to see it. So I had a good year and a half of freedom from that. And then there was one video that I actually posted because I shot it at work on the clock that I got called into HR, and they were like, do you not like working here? And the video was in question was, one of the random videos I do about hating your job. You know what I'm saying? So I've had a couple of meetings with HR and my bosses. And what has helped is that I do have those numbers to kind of back it up and a pretty decent following. So it's like, okay, well, we can actually see that
it's just a joke.
It's just a joke, and you're not. And I've been smart enough to not actually put the company name or any other employees, and so I kind of keep it like you don't know where I'm at.
Yeah.
It's
not gonna hurt your brand.
It's not gonna hurt the actual company.
So what company do you work for?
Don't answer.
The funny thing is that's the number one requested question, and I've always tried to steer away from answering it, just because everybody's gonna ask me that question. And I kind of made it like a joke, like, where do you work at? I work at my job, so you don't know where I work at. You don't know what I do.
I'm just gonna beep that out now, so it's gonna actually be like you actually told us. Beep, and then I'm gonna cut it.
I've done that before. Like,
subscribe to our Patreon if you want to see where Wade Empire works.
I work at.
That's wild.
That's
crazy. You're like a villain, bro.
You never know. You never know. But like, it's fun because like everybody has like their own conspiracy theories or ideas of like what they think I do, and like,
you gotta elaborate on that.
He's a teacher, he's a teacher. Or he didn't got no job. He just, he must work in fast food or something, or
with a suit on.
With a suit on
in a cubicle.
So like,
your videos, bro, I don't think
you work at the headquarters of Papa.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know.
You're the one behind the spicy fried chicken sandwich.
Yo, that's good stuff, man. Yo,
I'm having fun. So that at the end of the day, as long as I'm having fun,
finessing the system.
Exactly.
Did you ever think you'd be doing anything like this?
I did, which is crazy because before I started, I had attempted to do content like this. I was in college on and off, but I'd started for a month and then stopped. For a month and then stopped. And then late 2017, early 2018, I kind of put my foot down. I was like, all right, I'm just going to continue going on. I have this like feeling inside of me that if I continue going on, because I have that creativity inside me, I know if I keep it going, I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna make this work.
Word.
The issue was just keeping the bike going, keeping the pedals going, and just keep it going. So I'm not there yet, but I knew that if I kept it going, that I would be successful in whatever I'm doing.
Wait. So according to you, where are you? Because I mean, if other people are looking at you, everyone's like, "Yo, this guy's very successful." You got like a lot of people. You're on Power 105. You're doing all this. Like,
I'm team humble. I try to stay humble as much as I can.
Yeah.
There's still some criteria that I want to hit as far as numbers wise. And if you stack me up with other content creators and people in the same field as me, I still have a little way to go. Little ways to go.
As far as what though? Do you mean like getting brand deals? How many followers you got? Break that down for us.
As in terms of recognition and followers. And I know like I'm the type of person that like the followers mean a lot, but they don't mean a lot.
Yeah.
On the surface they mean a lot. They mean a lot to brands as well as your engagement. But you can finesse a lot of brands with having a high follower count.
Yeah.
But if you compare me
which
to
Wade
other,
doesn't do.
I don't.
They're real.
all of my shit is legitimate. It's legitimate. I wanted to be as marketable as possible, and that was my goal. So I try not to. I do cuss every once in a while on my page, but sometimes I think it's funnier to kind of bleep out certain words. Yeah. And I've had people tell me, "Hey, instead of just saying the F word, bleep it out." That was so much funny because you bleeped it out.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying it. And it's easier to share on some of these brand pages if the cuss words are bleeped out.
Yeah.
So, my goal was to make it as marketable as possible and to kind of stand out from other content creators. So I'm successful in that regard, that I'm happy with what I'm doing and I'm glad with what I'm doing. But I want to be closer to some of the people that I look up to in terms of recognition and follower count and getting that blue check. Once I get that blue check and I have a little bit more of a follower count, not to say I don't have enough now, then I would feel a little bit more successful, but
You
not
got half
not
a million?
satisfied. I'm at 475, 475.
Don't got a lot of
Yeah,
followers.
that's
I don't got
horrible.
a lot of
Not
followers.
much.
Oh, that's
Like,
terrible.
Get it
Nah.
together. man.
What?
You know.
Like, hey, yo, in the podcast, Anthony Turf, what is he doing? Like, who are we interviewing here?
Cut.
Only $500,000?
It's not verified? What? No.
Who was this guy you brought, Anthony?
Yeah, but
Damn,
yeah,
we
that's
should
so
just-
cool.
We should bleep out every curse now.
So when me and Gabe
Yeah.
heard that we was gonna have the honor to interview you, you know, and we found out that you went to Michigan State, it was kind of personal because like you stole our school president. So we went to
Where's your school?
we went to Stony Brook University,
Oh,
and Stanley, you know, after our school almost went bankrupt, decided to go to Michigan State. But he was just recently fired. That's a whole different thing. You can Google the article.
Google it.
Yeah. So that leads me to, what did you study at Michigan State? How was your experience, and did what invoked you as far as being a content creator? Did that happen while you was on campus? Did that happen from things you experienced and realized when you went to such a awesome university? I'm gonna say it's awesome. I don't know much about it, but
It's awesome.
it has a powerful history.
It's awesome.
Draymond Green,
Green. Go Green.
A bunch of national championships in basketball. Football has been great.
Yeah, it's one
Kenneth
of-
Walker. Come on, man.
It's one of those schools that like they're pretty good at basketball and football. There's like some schools that are really good at football, but their basketball team is garbage. Really good at basketball, but their football team is garbage. Michigan State is pretty decent in both regards.
Yeah, I know y'all homecoming is crazy.
It is wild.
Yeah, I bet, yeah.
Homecoming is crazy. Has to be.
It is wild. But yeah, my experience at Michigan State was phenomenal. Was phenomenal. I came in as a freshman with an engineering major.
Wow.
It was something that my family was like, "Hey, man, if you would be the first engineer in the family, you know, engineers make a lot of money. Chemical engineer, computer engineer, electrical engineer. But the classes to get that major, super duper crazy hard. So I did the best I can. You know, I got up to, you know, calculus 2 or 3, and it took me a while. But by the time I was a junior, I had to pivot because I didn't have enough credit to get into the engineering program.
Mhm.
And I was kind of happy about that because I wasn't really feeling, it wasn't myself.
Yeah.
I was just doing it because it was like, hey, you're going to get paid, but I don't like none of this stuff.
Yeah.
So I talked to a counselor and I ended up switching my major to communications. It was a media and information. So it's like TV, film, radio broadcast, journalism, stuff like
Nice.
that. And that felt more aligned to my personality and my character.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I ended up staying at State for 5 years, but I graduated with a bachelor's in communications, in media and information, and I got a job at the bank. When I graduated.
Hey.
But no. My experience was great. It was great. And that I came in during the time where social media was really starting to pop off.
Yeah.
Like I said, MySpace was dying. Facebook was huge. Twitter had just came along. Instagram just came along. And I would see all these other people creating content, creating memes and stuff like that. I'm like, I can do that too.
Yeah.
Like, I have the knack to do that. I never had an outlet, you know? So now that social media has come and become more and more of a thing to us college kids back then, I was like, if I actually focus and hone into my craft, then I can make this work. Cause I know that I'm funny, and I know that whatever I put out, I'm going to be comfortable with it. If you laugh, that's great. If you don't laugh, that's great too. Cause I'm a laugh.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, I'm gonna be great with it regardless. And it took me a while, but that's what I did.
That's
That's
good.
amazing.
I want you to talk about that perspective though, because I know part of making content, it's not only about what makes you feel good, but it's also about trying to appeal to the masses. So it's a very interesting perspective of like, hey, I'm going to create things I love. I'm going to try to think about you, but this also has to make me feel good. Do you think that's important as far as making viral content, which you have done multiple times?
It is important, and it also depends on what you're doing it for. What's your goal? Are you just trying to be a viral sensation just to get the numbers and get fame and fortune, or do you actually want to create something that is beneficial to you and can bring XYZ to the consumer?
Yeah.
So
What was your goal then?
So initially, I knew that in order for me to get to where I needed to get to have that follower count.
Mhm.
So initially I tried to create content that wasn't, it was me, but it was things that I knew would be better for other people. So
Yeah.
it wasn't content that I would normally do. I don't want to say I felt uncomfortable doing it, but like, this isn't me. I'm just doing it to get the numbers. You know what I'm saying? So like people that would like go on Walmart and do those random pranks against people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like stupid stuff like
Everybody
that. Like
start laughing.
I like that content like that.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, but like, that's not me.
Mhm.
That's not me. But I know that if there's a lot of successful people that have done that get those numbers. And it took me a minute to realize that. And I'm like, all right, I'm stressing myself out for this stuff. At the end of the day, let me just post what I want to post. And knowing how social media is now, there is an audience for everything. There's an audience for everybody.
Mhm.
So I just have to find my audience and create the stuff that I want to create that also appeals to these people. And the fact that the content that I create is relatable content, that I know that somebody else can at least relate to it in some way.
So then, who do you like compare yourself to? Who do you inspire to be, if not just yourself?
So I don't want to say I compare myself to anybody, because, and I'm not the only person that does like corporate comedy, like short form corporate comedy, but there are a lot of people that have come before me that have influenced me to do this social media stuff. Like Desi Banks was one.
Hilarious. Shout out to him.
There's a guy called, that's a group, but it's a guy called Supreme Dreams.
Oh yeah.
He does a lot of LeBron James comedy and like anime stuff, and I think he's probably my favorite content creator.
The jokes.
Drewski is relatively new, but he's phenomenal.
This guy's hilarious.
Super duper funny.
Yeah.
King Botch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the first that
He was
I saw
on Vine.
On Vine.
Yeah, he was on
And like, I was like,
He ran Vine.
oh man, he did that, and like now he's
Vine
on
should
TV
give him
and
equity.
movies.
He better have equity in Vine. Even though they're
He
not
needs
around
that.
no more.
He needs that.
They should just gave him the company after they went down. Like, you got it, man.
He was kind of like the blueprint to kind of like see like, oh man, you can do content like this, and then you can still transcend to TV and film, because like that's something that I'm focusing on this year. Is I'm still gonna do content on social media, but I want to move more so into TV and film.
Yeah.
Because that's really where I feel like I would have the most creative freedom to do. Like, I have creative from here, but like I said, I could be a little bit more creative with TV and film and appeal to a bigger audience. And
Let's
actually
stay
get
on
into
that.
there.
Like, what are you doing? I don't know if you got NDAs and stuff. Are you working with certain TV networks? Are you working with certain brands to get into that world of being on TV? I know you're from Detroit, you know, BMF. Reach out.
Gang.
Reach out. Way to shoot a person.
Oh, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that from me.
On TV, not in real life.
I plead the fifth.
So what brands are you working with out there? I'm pretty sure there got to be some networks asking you for content.
So I have a few friends over at BET, over at Paramount Pictures, and we are working on some TikToks for them, and I'm trying to help them with their social media channels. And I'm trying to build that relationship with them so that other opportunities arise. I was able to do a commercial with BET last year, BET and Burger King, for the Miss Pat show. Appreciate y'all. And that was kind of like my first foray into TV and film.
Yeah.
And I've done a couple of background roles and things like that. So BET, I would say right now is a brand that I'm working with closely to kind of step into that zone. And there's some other independent filmmakers and producers that I've kind of touched bases with on creating content. I just have to actually sit down, because I have the ideas and I have them written down, but I have to make them more concise to be able to pitch to some. I can't pitch a show to you based off bullet points. You know what I'm saying? I got to have the script down. I have to have, if you want to ask extra questions, I have to know the complete story before I can pitch something to you. So that's something that I'm working on. Like I want to be behind the camera, but also in front of the camera as well. So that would be my primary focus for this year. In addition to taking more acting classes and improv classes, so I can be a little bit more of a well-rounded individual in the business. So
Do you feel like there's a lot of opportunities for you to like audition and do these roles in Detroit, or do you feel like you have to branch out other places?
I'm not trying to put my city down. And I'm not saying that there are not opportunities in Detroit, but there are a lot more opportunities in other avenues. Chicago's the closest city to me. It's about 3 or 4 hours away.
That's not bad.
So I can commute there back and forth, no problem, and do what I need to do. But yeah, New York, Atlanta, and LA are where all the opportunities are, and that's just the way it is.
So how long was your drive here?
It's about 10 hours. About 10 hours.
Just 10
You know,
hours.
just 10 hours. Easy peasy.
That's a lot though.
Easy peasy. I've done it before. I've done it a couple times. I used to drive from Lansing to Detroit all the time.
Yeah.
And like it's an 1.5-hour drive, but the more I do it, the 1.5-hour feels more like 45 minutes.
So you do it straight?
Straight is it's just straight shot.
A couple of stops, no
Mm-mm.
coffee,
It's an
no
hour and a
Dunkin'
half.
Donuts.
Yeah, hour and a half.
That's New York City traffic.
Hour and a half, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Straight back. So like the more I've done that, driving is like it's not a. I've found a way to occupy my time
Yeah.
with driving. So the longer distances, I'm in chill mode.
Nice.
It doesn't bother me. So
So you got a Tesla.
not yet.
All right.
Not yet. I'm waiting on that sponsorship.
Soon.
Oh, you definitely gotta
Soon.
do a Tesla.
First
video.
sponsorship I really think you should get though. Men's Warehouse.
I'm working on it. I'm trying.
Ooh.
I'm trying to.
Yo, Men's
Big
Warehouse
facts.
be getting me, man.
There's one right across the street. We can go take a little promo.
Right here first. Ain't that what y'all say in New York? Or dead ass. Dead ass.
Say it.
Damn, I should have had my Timberlands, man.
Yo, Timberlands with the suit, bro.
Ah, that's a classic New York
Come
look.
on, come on.
So y'all dropped
You
the
wear
ball.
that to an interview, guaranteed job.
Y'all dropped the ball. No.
Yeah.
Yo, so Wade Empire, bro. Where did the name come from? Where did it originate? Were you always Wade Empire, or were you like, I don't know?
Or you was Terrell from Detroit.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. When I wanted to create my name, I knew that the name was gonna be a big deal because you know whatever you name your platform is gonna be a big deal. I didn't want to use my first name because
Yeah.
I was working. I didn't want my coworkers to be able to type in my first name in and find me.
Mhm.
So all right, I'm gonna just use my last name. And the only thing that I could think of was the Wade Empire. Like I grabbed a notebook, I wrote down how I could use Wade. First thing came to mind was the Wade Empire. Then I looked at the notebook. I could not think of nothing else. I was like, all right, I'll come back and do it another time, right? Because I'm not doing my page yet.
Mhm.
I came back a couple days later. I'm like, all right, nothing. I was like, all right, well, apparently God is blocking my head from thinking of some stuff. So I'm going to just start with the Wade Empire. And as I go, if I need to change it, I'll change it.
Mhm.
Even though I know it's probably not a good practice to change your name halfway through your stuff. But
Yeah.
I kept the Wade Empire, and the way that it made it seem like is that I had an empire of content and other things that I would be doing. And it kind of helps out because hopefully if I continue to grow and grow and grow, then I can actually have that empire where it's content or merchandise or this or that. But that was the only thing that I could think of at the time,
Nice.
which is wild, but at the same time, I feel like it was kind of like fate. So
So wait, you ever had a MySpace?
I did.
What was your name on MySpace, bro? Come on.
It was my regular name.
That was
My
it?
regular name.
All right.
Yeah.
Yo,
Terrell Wade.
All right, Gabe, what was yours?
Do you remember?
Nah, but I can tell you my rap name.
Bro,
That's
no,
your name?
no, stop. He about to go rogue. Anthony, get him off. Yo,
Yeah, okay.
babe, in the back, you remember my MySpace name?
Your MySpace name?
Oh, that was before you?
Oh.
I remember.
That's my other girl.
Same as your PS5?
No, don't name my PS5.
That's my gamer tag.
I'm thinking of an idea. I'm thinking of an idea with Twitch. I've been developing a Twitch idea for months. Do not ruin it. My joint was Top Boss Teddy.
Oh my god.
On MySpace?
Yeah.
Top Boss Teddy.
How'd
And
that
as
work out
soon
for
as
you?
that jank clicked, it didn't work out.
No.
But listen, I had Chris Brown code. Bro, we was coding back in the day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, why we didn't use
sure.
it? Yeah, wow.
And then Facebook took all that away and it's like, are we gonna have the same profile for everybody? And it's like, oh, this is
Top
nice.
Boss Teddy. Yo, it might still be up, but the way I spelled it was crazy.
Why'd you spell
It was
why
like
Teddy?
With the money-
capital
with the money
T.
signs.
Yeah. Oh, it had like 3 P's. I spelled Teddy Teddii. I don't think it was
Alright.
accidental. I was just illiterate back then.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying? Like, listen.
it'd be like that sometimes.
Yo, I remember that, Jay. I don't even remember the picture. I had the Polo Scully, the gray joint.
Oh my god.
With
What was
the
your song?
bubble?
What was
I
your
was
song?
ready. I was ready to rob everybody back then.
What was your
It was
song?
crazy, huh?
What was your
Chris
song?
Brown. That's
Chris
how.
Brown?
But see, that's how I trick guys.
What?
Cause you see the image like, oh, he's a stick up kid. But then Chris Brown started playing. All the girls was confused.
Yeah.
Was that a good thing though?
No, it didn't work. that's what my 14-year-old brain told me.
That
But listen,
backfired.
I tried.
Hey,
If
we
I had a
was-
MySpace page now, you know what I'm playing. What I'm playing. What
He
you
was
think I'm
young
playing?
then.
I'm playing Bad Bunny. It's over.
Oh my god.
He is the biggest
That's
artist
As
in
soon
the
as
world.
my MySpace Bad Bunny, it's over.
The biggest artist in the world.
Babe, I'm joking. I'm not playing nothing, babe. No, stay away from me. Marry you. You feel me?
Mm-mm.
But listen, if I was 14 again, Bad Bunny coming on. MySpace would have been crazy.
Gang, gang.
Anyway, I got an important question. Let's get back focused. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened for the last 5
Yeah, man.
minutes.
Why you get us distracted, bro?
Yo, come on, Gabe. What you doing?
We trying to-
It's,
we
it's
trying to
hard
stay
for
on
me,
time.
man. That's
I
what
always
that's
always
what I
ask
do.
content creators this question. It's a very important question. TikTok, Instagram, and not which one that you think is a better app. Just of a content creator starting off, which one you think can probably, based on the algorithm, which we don't know, we're all trying to predict. And if you do know, tell me off camera. But like, which one do you think, if you're a new content creator, you're trying to figure it out, they're studying your page, I want to be Wade Empire. Where should I drop my first video? What company should I try to really connect with?
If you are starting out right now, it's TikTok. TikTok is the easiest platform right now to get exposure for your brand or your content, and it's the easiest way to gain a following. Instagram is kind of getting to that space, but Instagram is a powerful platform in its own right as well. Instagram is my preferred platform, but TikTok is better for creators if you are starting right now. And that's what, in my opinion, most brands see are the TikToks that go viral as opposed to they get posted on both platforms, but if it goes viral on TikTok, more people are going to see it now because it's the it thing now. But TikTok is going to be around for a while unless the government shuts it down for whatever.
I don't know
what I'm
about that.
saying?
The
But
government, I see that Jane in the news every day.
if they can get past that, then TikTok is the platform to be if you are a creator.
Yeah.
But if you're doing like long form content, go over to YouTube, maybe.
Yeah.
But Instagram, I think, is the best platform because it has TikTok-esque stuff. It has the photos. It has a very big comment section where you can post paragraphs and stuff. It has the DMs. Nobody DMs you on TikTok, right? It has the stories. Nobody posts that many stories on TikTok.
Yeah.
So Instagram has more features that are used by everybody, and a lot more of the older people have the Instagram stuff too.
Yeah.
And a lot more brands are established on Instagram because some of them are super slow to TikTok. But if you are creating content and you want to get your stuff out there and get your stuff viral, I would suggest starting on TikTok, but never limit yourself to just one platform. That is one thing that I've learned because I limited myself just to Instagram at first, and then TikTok came. I'm not getting TikTok. I'm not doing all that.
Yeah.
Right. And then I learned that, you never want to put all your eggs in one basket, especially for a platform that is popping right now.
Yeah.
And once it starts getting oversaturated, eventually TikTok will be like Instagram, and there will be another TikTok-esque platform that comes up, and you kind of got to be able to roll with the punches, So that was my spiel.
I'm gonna ask you the biggest job interview question. You ready?
What are my weaknesses?
And what are your strengths?
This got real personal.
Damn, I was not prepared for this question. You dead ass?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, word.
I was like, you read my mind. Are you procrastination? Like, are you a
Um,
procrastinator in a way?
It was. I'll start with my strength. My strengths are I'm very observant. I'm very analytical.
Yeah.
And I like to plan ahead. So I think my time management skills kind of help me in being able to produce the content that I want. And with me planning ahead, I don't know. It kind of helps me out to be able to do a lot of things if I know. I don't know. I like having structure with some things.
Yeah.
So time management, being observant and analytical is, I would say, one of my strengths. My weaknesses, probably watching TV or Netflix or something like that.
What are you watching right now?
I watch everything.
Right now,
right
bro, what are
now,
you watching?
right
Let's hear it.
now. Don't spoil it for me, but I watched The Circle on Netflix.
Oh, I haven't
I'm a
caught
big
up.
fan.
Oh, hold
I'm
on.
a
We
big
not
fan
gonna
of-
we ain't gonna just let that go.
What you like, Circle? You watch The Circle?
Yo, at first I was talking junk. Well, shorty back here
I have not seen the very
puts
last
it on
episode.
every night.
I have
we
not-
gonna stop. We gonna stop. We
I
gonna
have
stop.
not seen the last
Season.
episode.
Yo, who you think won?
Don't tell me.
No, I'm asking you. I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna keep it. Look, hold on. Before you
So
answer.
mine
Wait,
is.
wait. Straight face. Because if you see my face, then you're going.
All right, bet. I got my eyes on. Right. Boom, boom.
Look
So
at your
I
your
have
camera,
not
Wade.
seen the last episode
Uh huh.
because it came out yesterday. I'm out here. I want to see it at my crib. You
I
know
watched
what
it
I'm
last night. Yeah.
saying? In my opinion, my vote goes to Chaz or Raven.
Why?
Now, that was my vote. I have not seen it. I would be cool if somebody else won, kinda like Sam, cause she's from around here. But I don't know. The Circle is a dope show. It's a dope show. I like watching different types of shows. Man.
Well, let's just say I was right. My
Okay.
wife was wrong.
Okay. It's personal now.
Yeah,
personal
I was
now.
right. You feel me? Usually I'm not right, but I was right last night. I just knew who was gonna win. I felt it. Because see, the thing about it is, right?
I've been trying to get on that show for the longest too.
Yeah.
Yo, you would be dope on
I try
that
to get,
show.
and there's so many people that have, there were a couple other influencers that were on the show
Mm.
too.
Yo,
but-
you would be dope on that show.
I applied for their like reality show that they're gonna come out with.
Whoa.
Not reality. That was a different thing. Never mind. But yeah, I've applied.
Yeah.
So all I can do is wait.
Yeah.
All I can do is wait.
Yo, Circle. Get away Empire up there.
Give me a chance.
Hold on,
Oh,
now here's
give me a
the
chance.
$1 million
Give me a chance.
question. Would you come on as yourself or would you come on as a catfish?
I thought about that. I've been pondering that for such a long time.
Yo, the Circle, come on, give us sponsorship. Stop it. We're talking about
It depends on how I want to play the game because I can go into the Circle and be like,
Don't tell us too much because when you go on, I don't want them to come
Yeah,
back
they
and
ain't
be
gonna
like,
know that. They ain't gonna know that.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They
I'm
don't
gonna lie to
know.
them. I'm gonna lie to them.
Yeah.
I've thought about being like a catfish and just like being a nuisance to everybody. Just I'm
Now,
a
would you
lot-
be a girl or a guy?
I'm be a dude.
You'd be
I'm
a
a
dude.
dude. I've seen so many guys play girls and then like there's a makeup question that comes up and like they end up getting caught because
It
they don't know
happens
how to
every time.
put on eyeliner or some shit. I'm like I'm not risking that, you know. So I'm gonna be a dude.
Yeah, that show is dope. Gabe, you don't watch that show?
Nah, I watched the first season with Joey and Shubham and all those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, it's funny because Shubhama's in.
He came back.
He came
Oh,
back.
he came back.
And
He's
played
in
a-
this
he played a terrible
That's
game.
Yeah.
crazy.
Why he played a terrible game?
Because
When he
he's a
tried,
catfish.
and he was a,
He was
what?
a chick.
Well, he
And
has
he messed up with what?
He tried
A
to-
makeup question.
Yeah, he did.
Yo,
he has
it
no choice
happens
to be
every
a
time.
to
Oh,
be
is
a
that true?
catfish though.
Hey, but yo, that's fire, man. No,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
at first, like I watched the first season, I enjoyed it, but I'm like, it was cool, and then it just grew on me, man. I think it's a dope show. I don't even know who's the producers, directors of the show, but shout out to you guys.
Yeah,
Netflix,
shout out to
yeah.
y'all.
It's
man.
like that was the perfect time for that show. Content creation, like it was
Yeah.
just, it's
and
an amazing
with
show.
me being an influencer, it fit with stuff I'm interested in. So I'm like, all right, this is dope, man. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yo, so
TV is my
then-
weaknesses.
What kind of shows would you see yourself on, or movies, genre wise?
So
Obviously, comedy.
I think what would fit easiest for me would be comedy, but I want to do like action stuff, but
Action.
like action comedy. Like, I don't even know what the word is, but like Rush Hour, you know, like
Yeah.
it's like
Ooh, that's
Comedy
it's funny,
action.
but it's action.
That's
You know
what
what
it
I'm
look
saying?
like.
Or like Men in Black.
Yeah.
Like it's serious action, but then you still got the Will Smith one-liners, you know, throughout the movie. Will Smith keeps the comedic level,
Mhm.
or like Beverly Hills Cop. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
who it is. I was like, yo, wait, look like somebody.
Yeah.
like,
Chris
wait.
Tucker.
I get that a lot. Keith Sweat. I
And
get-
when you said the Walmart thing, I was like, kind of look like Funny Marco there.
Yo.
know. Funny
And
Marco.
you even, I
know Funny
don't,
Marco.
but you know, Anthony, you know, he tries to make me a content creator now.
you are
And
not.
had me standing at this Facebook Meta event for 17 hours and like, this is normal. Get it together, Jonathan. I'm like, yo, why we outside for this long, man? And then Funny Marco walks right past us, hops in the
It
cab.
really did though. It was like, oh shit.
It was like, oh, okay, maybe we should keep.
Funny story. I remember when Funny Marco had like 90,000 followers. I had like 40,000. He had reached out to me about doing like a shout out, and I curved him. I was like, I was interested. So we were cool though. We were cool. It was like, I don't know, man. I didn't respond to his DM,
Yeah.
and then I kind of kept up with him.
You kept him on red, bro.
Well, I mean, you know, what I'm saying? we were talking back and forth. But like I was like, I don't know. I don't think your stuff would fit on my page, and you know what I'm saying. But like, I kept up with him. About a month later, all of his stuff started popping off and growing and growing and growing. 6 months later, he was who he is now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn.
No, but see,
I curved you, and I could have
nah, but it ain't that though. But see, why you said you did it? You said his stuff don't fit your stuff.
yeah, it didn't.
And y'all do have
at the
two
time.
separate different
Completely
pages.
different
It's two
niches.
separate
So I don't even see that as disrespect. It was like, yo, bro, I'm probably gonna do a disservice to you, even because his numbers was bigger than yours.
But no, he had way more followers than I did. So like
Exactly.
that would have helped me out more than him, even though it
Right.
didn't fit.
exactly.
So I was like, man, I kind of curved you, but like we still maintain a pretty decent. I'm not saying I talk to him every day, but like we got our numbers. You know, what I'm saying?
Nice.
We DM every once in a while.
I wouldn't be
and-
able to see you in a Walmart in a suit.
No, you,
Nah.
Yeah.
Maybe in a onesie, but
Hey, if it's comfortable.
yeah.
But nah, yeah, that's kind of dope though, man. So, you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, I'm joking. He's like, what's about to happen? Gabe is like, I know you're not about to ask me that question.
Oh, you about to throw something at me?
Nah, no, I'm not. At the end, we'll throw something. It's not nothing crazy though. It's a very simple question.
That's
Nice.
Very-
those are the crazy ones.
No, it's a very simple question.
Who did you vote for?
What?
That's actually kind of
I
crazy.
will not answer that question.
Can't talk about politics.
I try to stray away from politics, even though it's so easy to make content about politics,
Especially in a suit
especially in a suit.
as a worker.
It's so easy
But why
to
you
make
trying
content.
to? Why you trying to sway away? That's probably what like.
Yo, how you feel about Trevor Noah? You know, it's just kind of
Yeah.
like that comedic like,
like,
but
there's-
talking about politics.
It's either you like him or you don't.
Mm.
Either you like the content or you don't. And I just want everybody to like my stuff.
Yeah.
Because
It's,
I kinda-
it's too opinionated.
It's
Yeah.
way too opinionated because like a lot of my followers, I know for a fact voted this way
Mhm.
and I voted that way, right? But if we don't talk about it, then I don't know about it and then we ain't got no beef. But if I know that you did this, I don't, you know.
But as a content creator, though,
you know.
when you say like, "Yo, my niche is my niche," like even if people don't respect it, you're not.
So yeah,
Because it's kind of hard to. I'm very similar to you in that way.
you right,
Like,
you right.
I try to appeal to everybody, and with me, it's like it just makes the journey harder. Because if I could find 4 million people who just love me instead of trying to get to 100 million, that 4 million gonna be worthy of something, right?
That is true.
So
That is true.
tell me, but you are successful, so it ain't like I'm saying you're doing anything wrong. So tell me your thoughts about that, because that's an interesting perspective that most people don't have.
What? Excuse me. In terms of like just not posting politics.
No, like about like saying like, yo, I'm trying to appeal to everybody. Like, even though like I know if I did this, it will be successful for one group of people. I'm actually interested in making people laugh because I think it's actually dope.
Well, no, I'm so like at the end of the day, I want to appeal to myself. I want to post what I think is legitimate to myself.
Gotcha.
But the office stuff is what my foundation is and what I know that people are coming to see me for, and I don't want to sway into other avenues that may get people to be like, I don't like him anymore. I don't want to do that. Even I know there's an audience for everybody, and I understand that. But like with politics, it's always a touchy subject.
Yeah.
Even if you say something that's like it's a positive, it's a fact. You know, even if you say something, I'm not gonna get into details. But like even if you say something that's a fact, that's positive, there's always someone that's gonna be like,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's great for engagement, but I don't want all that negative stuff on my page. I want to kind of keep it light, clean,
Nah,
funny.
that's true though.
Like
That's
I
too
want to
much after a
keep it
while.
as marketable as possible because some of the brands are very into politics. You know, so if I keep politics out of it, then
You can work with
facts,
anybody.
though.
I'm on a broader scale. So there's pros and cons to it,
Yeah.
but
So you voted for Trump.
Nah. I didn't. You know, I'm not saying I didn't, but I didn't know.
Hey, if
I
you
did
did,
not.
it is what it is.
I ain't gotta lie. I did not. I did not.
He voted for the Green Party.
Anybody but Trump.
Make Detroit great again. Yo, speaking, I'm gonna ask
Vote
you
for me
something.
2024.
I'm gonna ask you something that's kind of off content.
Let's do it.
Detroit real estate, man. What's going on with Detroit, Michigan, man? It's a lot of
Should
people.
I buy a whole bunch of property?
Should he
out
buy a brownstone and
If you got the money for it, why not? I would say
you
as
live in
as outside looking in, there's this perception about Detroit that's negative, and I think there's like at the end of the day, sometimes you're not going to change people's perceptions about the city,
Right.
especially when you see it on movies and TVs as a negative place.
Yeah.
But Detroit has really come up in terms of real estate and productivity. There's a lot of awesome content creators in Detroit. There's not a lot compared to other cities, but there's a lot of people out here hustling.
So you're the top dog in Detroit.
I'm not the top dog in Detroit.
Nah?
I'm not the top dog in Detroit. But
Who's the top dog
but
in Detroit?
I'm getting there. So, would you consider a top dog from Detroit someone that actually lives in Detroit, or somebody from Detroit that like moved to LA or to move to like? Would you count like so like as far as a rapper
he still
goes,
reps Detroit.
I feel like I'm on the podcast.
like
now.
would you say like,
Yeah.
like in terms of rap, like Big Sean is from Detroit, but he does not live in Detroit.
But does he rep Detroit?
But
anymore?
he repped Detroit
reps
hard,
it.
and he
Yeah,
grew up there,
yeah,
right?
That's
You
what
see?
I'm saying. Like,
But come on,
would he
but
still count?
one day
I
you're
count it.
gonna live in New York.
I count it.
We know this. One day you're gonna live in New York.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I will have
Chicago.
I will have a residence in New York.
but you always gonna live in Detroit.
I may not. No.
Or Michigan.
I'm
Or
going
Lancaster.
to if everything were, I will have multiple residencies, but I'm going to move somewhere where it is warm the majority of time of the year.
So, but see, that may happen for you,
So
right?
maybe
And-
Florida, Atlanta. Maybe
but I
not
hope
Florida.
that happens for
Florida
you.
crazy.
But
yeah.
I have to still consider you a Detroit individual, right?
Yeah, I'm a rep Detroit till I'm rep Michigan
So
till
my, yeah.
DIE.
So my
because
theory is
I'm
yes,
born.
like a Big Sean, I'm gonna give him the Detroit Michigan title, right?
Then I give it to Ha Davis. As
Ha-Ha
the, like,
Davis.
the king of
Oh,
Detroit.
yo, that's
'cause
so
he's from
crazy.
Detroit.
That's true though.
I
You
sent it
just
to
sent
you
me-
and
yeah,
Anthony,
I saw that. Yeah.
and he was talking about it. He said something crazy.
He was living in
Kind
his
of,
mom's
kind of got to
basement.
me. I was working on my project, and it kind of got to me. He was like, you know, like my dad didn't love me. My mom was going through what she wanted, so the only reason I made content was because I wanted the world to love me, because I just didn't have love. And it was like, yo,
Damn.
like when you're trying to work on yourself and you think about it, you're like, yo, that was deep. Like, is that why I do this? Is that why I do that? Am I searching for something? So, and then
It's eye opening.
it was eye opening.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like crazy part is like, yo, you're very articulate, educated. Like sometimes when you look at a content creator, you're like, oh, he just need to be funny. Like I've seen it so many times, like a Shiggy or a Drewski.
Shiggy.
Like I see them try to have real conversations, and a rapper look at them like, bro, be funny. And it's like, yo, chill out. These are humans. Like,
That's the one thing not to interrupt. That's
Yo.
one thing I don't want to say I despise, but like I don't like calling myself a comedian because
Yeah.
people will ask
nah,
for
I'm gonna tell you,
comedy
I
on
despise
demand.
it. No, I
Like,
despise it.
I don't like being funny upon request.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I despise it
You know?
because you don't have to despise it, but I despise it because you're still a person. You're still human. You still have real emotions, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm great at something, but don't put me in a box. Which we see a lot of rappers, we see a lot of artists, we see a lot of famous people fight for that. Like, yo, just because I could sing my tail off, don't put me in a box. Just because I could dunk this basketball better than anybody in the country, don't put me in a box. Like I'm a person. You know what I'm saying? So like,
exactly.
yo, like, and crazy part is like I'm a Ha Davis fan, and I didn't even know he was from Detroit.
I didn't know that until
He-
you just
he
told
li-
me.
I think he
Crazy.
lived in Cali. He's got like
Or
Detroit,
even
Cali.
Michigan, whatever.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
like, and he was saying like, yo, I was in my mother's basement for 3 years,
Mhm.
and I
Make
had
content
4
down there.
million followers, and I wasn't making no money.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Which is-
That hit me too.
Yeah,
That
I
hit me
was
too.
like,
And I was
oh.
like, damn.
He
What
said
if
he
I
had
could-
to get to 6 million for him to even start getting to bags.
But that goes to show you back then it was a little different because there wasn't like a creator program to pay these creators when you have all these followers and you're getting viral videos. So things are changing now. Not to interrupt you, but when I
this
saw
your
that,
podcast, you could interrupt all day.
When-
I want you talking the most.
but when I saw that, I was like, that hit me too. It was like, man, because there was another content creator. I forgot it. Blame It on Quay, I think is his name. He was on some panel and he was like, hey, yeah, I had 2 million followers. I was broke. I'd never got a job and I'm still homeless and yada yada. I might be paraphrasing a little bit, but like it kind of hit me like, wow, you had all these followers and you still weren't making money or doing anything that was financially valuable to you.
Mhm.
Not to say that the content that you made wasn't valuable, but that was kind of like, wow, is that really what's gonna happen once I get to where I need to be?
Yeah.
So it's all about the perception, man.
So what do you do to like counteract that? Like your thoughts. Like what do you do? Like, is it like,
Does it get to
well,
you?
you have a job, right? You make office content. So it's like,
That's
hey,
what
I may be here longer
Wait.
than,
So do you still have a job?
yeah.
You don't want the inside scoop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hear
Come
it.
on, give it to us. I just made a
All right.
huge assumption. I could have been wrong.
You heard it here first. I actually do not have a 9 to 5 anymore.
Okay.
I do not. I do not.
I don't know why, but I'm gonna clap for it.
What do you mean? That's dope.
Yeah,
what do you
that's
mean?
dope.
That's
Nah,
amazing.
because I don't know if the reason why he don't have it is because he got fired or something.
No, that means-
I'm just gonna clap for it.
That is not
Yeah.
So I started shooting content at work.
Yeah.
I tried to do it. I tried not to do it on the clock. Sometimes before or after or on lunch. But once things started to progress and I got more brand deals and I started making money from social media and I made more money than I would at my 9 to 5.
Nice.
I was like, yo, I'm making all this money while working a 9 to 5 and doing all this stuff while working a 9 to 5. Imagine what I can do on a full,
If you went
a
all
full
in.
day. If I went all in, because I'm
Yeah.
doing all this while still working. What can I do if I don't have this 9 to 5 structure?
Mhm.
And it was about a year ago that I bounced, and I've never looked back. And so I still have a part-time job at a radio station.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do stuff on air, and that's, you heard it here first, primarily where I shoot some of my content because they have an office area there.
Nice.
So I am still technically shooting at my job. It's
We
just
gotta hear about
just a
this
different
radio
it's just
job
not
now.
a, it's just not a
That's
9 to
dope,
5.
yo.
It's
Yeah,
not a 9 to
and I'm
5.
clapping. I just want to make it clear, like, cause I have a 9 to 5, and I ain't going nowhere, baby. I ain't going nowhere.
You got a
No-
12 to 12.
Yeah, I got a 12 to 12 job, and I
I do
ain't
what you gotta
going
do.
nowhere. Shout out to
I'm not
my
knocking it.
job.
I'm not
so I'm
knocking
not
it.
knocking it. I'm clapping it because, and I'm making another assumption. I'm sorry if I'm making a fool of myself. Is that
It's
because
cool.
I know a lot of content creators, they don't want that, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're a creator, your idea is, how do I create all day? How do I work for myself? How do I create these connections, these brands? So I made an assumption. I don't know if Wade is happy about it, but I just wanted to clap for
happy.
you.
I'm
He's
happy.
happy. So
I'm
let's
happy.
clap again.
I'm regardless, I'm always happy.
Yo, so that's
Nice.
awesome, man. That's awesome that you get to do what you love to do full time,
Mhm.
right? But if you are working a 9 to 5, don't hate, don't be mad. We up.
No, this was-
We
I
up,
was like,
we
I was
up.
like, if it doesn't work out, I can always come back to a 9 to 5 as long as I block everybody there.
Yeah.
They don't see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So
Nah, but they'll probably recognize you.
they'll probably,
Yo,
yeah. It's
nah.
like, it's like, no, that's not me. That wasn't me. No, that's not me. That's
So
not me.
radio show though, that's what we doing.
It's a local hip hop
Oh,
station.
don't even try to like lower the standards. of
Local
what you're
hip-hop
doing.
station.
That's dope. What do you mean?
It's-
Wendy
it's-
Williams.
on a radio.
Honestly,
Wendy
Period.
it's
Williams,
part-time.
Charlamagne
It's
the
part-time.
God, like all of them started at local radio station. That's
Local,
the start.
like little mini,
Bro,
little bit of
no,
small
that's
market. It's
dope.
a small market.
That's dope.
And I thought it was just something to do because it was fun and it was kind of closer to what my major was.
Mhm.
And I'm like, hey, when I look back when I'm 50, 60 years old, I can say, hey, I was an on-air personality. You
I
know,
was the voice. I was
So-
the Wade.
That's fire.
it worked
bro.
out though.
Hey, how, do you enjoy that?
I enjoyed it. It's better than working a 9 to 5.
What's your segment like?
My shit's easy, man.
You be
I
cracking jokes, you be playing music?
I play music for like 15, 20 minutes, and then I say something for like 15, 20 seconds about whatever's going on in the world or whatever's going on in the rap community.
Mhm.
Or I might crack a joke, one or two, and then I play some more music and I go shoot a skit.
Nice.
I'm living a life. Or watch
So
Netflix.
it's like you work and then you work because then you shoot your content as you're
I
working.
work and I work.
That's dope.
But it's play. It's fun work.
Yeah.
You know, so like if you love what you do, you're never working a day in your life. So
Exactly.
That's awesome, man.
That's fire, bro. Have you ever been to 8 Mile? Do you like Eminem?
I actually like Eminem. I do. I like him more as a featured artist. You know what I'm saying? Like when he's featured on stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, y'all crazy. Eminem the GOAT, man. We not
Yeah.
gonna do that, bro.
No, I do honestly I do like Eminem. I do.
Is 8 Mile dangerous?
8 Mile is a huge street.
Hmm.
It is huge. So yes, it is. There are some parts you don't want to go. I used to live in Southfield between 7 and 9 Mile. So it was 8 Mile was in between.
So how many
us.
miles is it?
Yo, word. I was like,
34.
what?
Well, I
Huh?
was playing.
So it's 1 mile and then 35.
Nah,
Nah, that's
nah.
crazy. Oh,
No,
I
I used to live.
Bro, we
closer
not
to the
from
area.
Detroit, man. We don't know these things, man. I'm being dead serious. How many miles?
Watch the movie.
Huh? Bro, did they talk about that in the movie?
You know what's funny? I think I read that 50 is making an 8 Mile series.
He
got
is.
permission.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's got permission.
But it's gonna be a
with M.
TV show. Eminem,
Yeah, and if 50 is attached to it, it's gonna be anything like Power and BMF.
it's gonna be fire.
Yo,
I'm
but
down.
Did you see
If 50 Cent doing it, it's gonna be
Eminem
fire.
declined? What was it like? Was it 25 million deal? Or what was it? The deal that he to perform like for Dubai was it the FIFA World Cup?
I saw it. I didn't read it, but I saw it. I was like, wait, they want him for the World Cup?
And he said no.
It's Eminem, why wouldn't they want for the? Yo, y'all playing right now.
It was like after they
I
saw
thought
the
they-
Super
I thought that-
Bowl,
I thought that
they
was smart
wanted
of him.
him and 50 Cent.
That
I
was
thought that
smart
was
of him.
smart of him because like I don't. I know he's a worldwide phenomenon, but like for the World Cup, I don't know if that was his audience.
It don't matter. The fact that
They
homie
wanted
could
him
say no
and
to
50,
25
bro.
million
And
is
50?
real
And,
freedom.
and then 50 was like, yo, I was probably gonna give Eminem most of it anyway.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, I would do that too.
Yeah.
Just bring me along.
Yeah.
The fact that he could say no to 25 million speaks values of success.
It does. He don't
Somebody
need-
call me like, yo, I want to give you 30 million to do this. And I'm like, nah, I don't need to do that.
You got it like that, man.
That's crazy.
You
Is
got
that
it
real
like
freedom?
Eminem is in my top. I say top 7
Mm.
of all time.
I don't even know what my top is. So,
So I give him that respect.
My first Ja Rule. Nah.
It's
murder.
Yo, don't come back. Yo, why you coming at Ja Rule? Yo, what's happening right now, yo?
Nah, I'm joking.
Yo, Ja Rule was a legend at one point.
He was. He got some bops though.
Yeah.
That's some vibes. He doing good business wise, man.
Till 50 came.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, wait, you said till 50
Till
came?
50 came.
I thought it was until R. Kelly came, bro.
What does R. Kelly and
Because
Ja?
he's on all of Ja Rule's
Pause.
tracks that are like
Pause.
amazing, right? So then
said
now,
He said till R.
Yeah, y'all heard R. Kelly new album?
no,
I heard a
I
little bit of
haven't.
it.
I haven't.
I
and I
haven't
will
listened
not.
to any
Before
of
they
it.
took
Don't.
it down.
I don't want
They
to.
took it
They
down.
took it down the
Good.
same day.
Yeah,
Good, man.
I'm not
Good.
trying to listen to it though.
Well, I think it was Anthony who sent it to me. Anthony couldn't believe it. He was like, yo, did R. Kelly make a track from jail? I was like,
Yeah,
bro,
he's
I don't
number one
know. I don't care.
He's number one fan.
Oh, that's the number one fan?
Yeah.
It was definitely you who sent it to me. And I'm like, why are you sending me this? You
Yeah,
want
like-
me to download this? I don't even have enough data as it is.
Had like a Bill Cosby interlude
well, the
on it
content
too.
y'all trying to make me create.
Oh,
Trey Songz is next.
He said, Trey,
yo,
Yeah.
damn,
Surviving
You ain't
Trey
hear that from
Songz.
me.
yo, that's crazy, bro.
Yo, man.
Let's all stay in positive vibes. Let's be like,
Yeah,
the good
man, what are you
people that
doing,
we
man?
Are. You know, karma's a thing.
You started it.
You started.
Yo,
bro.
karma
But that
a
is
thing.
Ja Rule in your top?
Nah,
Or you just joking?
Nah,
Why
I was
not,
just
man?
joking. Nah, but he's actually dope. I'm not gonna lie. Yo,
Oh, yeah.
there's look to Ja Rule in every song that he comes out with. Ashanti, come on,
Yeah, she's
it's
yeah,
fire, bro. Like
top tier.
he's dope, yo.
Top
He just
tier.
got that crazy ass voice.
It stands out.
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, imagine if they just made Mad Reels back. Like, if this was popping. Like,
In the 90s, bro.
yeah,
That
like
shit was
imagine if
crazy.
Instagram came out in the 90s.
It'd be a
and
whole
TikToks.
different platform. Like a whole different every
Yo,
celebrity wouldn't be
like
who they
rest
are
in
now.
peace of DMX. Imagine just watching DMX TikToks.
I
He would
couldn't-
have a whole Christmas series.
Yo, it would be
I couldn't do it.
legendary.
I couldn't do it.
Just imagine opening your phone and like, yo.
No, on that
That'd be
note,
fire,
imagine
bro.
opening your phone and like finding your parents. Like imagine seeing your parents on Instagram or TikTok and seeing what they were doing 10, 15,
Dang,
20,
that's
30 years
not
ago.
That's
Like
wild.
that would be crazy.
Looking up their accounts and just scroll. Oh.
Yeah, and like, would you be friends with them? Would they have you blocked? Would they have a private story? Like, hey, mom,
You got kids?
You thought now you're like, what's?
Mom, you
got
got
kids? Wait.
OnlyFans?
That's what y'all was doing
Hold on,
back in
I
the
know you don't
60s?
have kids. Wait, you got kids?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
A kid? Are you serious?
Hmm.
Okay, so dang. Do you think about that? I never thought about that. You just made me think about that.
Think about what?
What if my kids come back on my Instagram?
It'll be different though. It'll be different because like they're growing up
They're used
in
to
that
it, right?
environment.
yeah.
You know, because it's new to us,
Mm.
but for them it's gonna be the norm.
Yo, it's
They come out the
probably
womb.
gonna be in
They
their
come out the
textbooks.
womb knowing how to work iPads and stuff. Anyway,
true,
so
Man, that's crazy. You ever
That
seen a
is so
1-year-old just skip a video and be like,
yeah, they be swiping up on the notifications like get out of here and
Yo.
my son be like, cuckoo. I'm like, yo, chill, man. Cuckoo.
Connected this
I'm
to
like,
the
yo, I'm gonna
Bluetooth.
do it. He be like, I got it myself. Like, yo, it's
No, they,
crazy.
They smart. They know what they go. They know what's going on.
Yeah.
Do you
Dang.
want your kids to be on social media? You trying to promote them?
Uh, respect if they're respectful. I mean, once they get to a certain age, there's only so much that you can do,
Mhm.
right?
No,
But
no child acting.
no child acting. No. And I think I haven't really come across a child actor that isn't
Oppressed.
crazy when they're a little bit older. And I don't want to say
Okay,
crazy, but
yeah.
like there's not too many that have like a normal adult life.
Yeah.
Mm,
Or don't
you know
have
what I'm saying?
a sad story that's just
Or a sad
messed up.
story. Yeah, and I want kids to be kids.
Yeah.
You know, if
Let's
they want to do social media when they're kids, you know, we'll dabble in and out of that. But I'm not gonna make you
Yeah.
go outside and play. Too.
And it's crazy too because sometimes like in your adulthood, like they lose their identity. Like I'll show my smaller daughter like Ariana Grande and she'll be like, that's Sam. I mean like, or Cat. Which one is it?
It's
Cat,
Sam, right?
Sam?
Is it Cat?
Cat. Is she Cat or Sam? And Sam and Cat.
Mm.
And she'll start crying if I be like, yo, her name is Ariana Grande. She'd be like, no, it's not.
'Cause that's how they know.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. You don't know what you're talking about, Dad. He's like, okay. He's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. It's like, that's Sam. I'm like, all right.
The
Yeah,
characters mean
it's
something.
crazy. Like they really like these kids like fall in love with the character they are
I do that
or
too, though.
show. Yeah, and it's like,
Like
what
that's
you
not
gonna do?
Batman. That's Christian Bale. Or that's not Christian Bale. That's Batman.
yeah, like
I do that.
it's so it's tough. But yo, Wade, you were great. I appreciate you for coming on the platform and
Word.
Thank you for having me.
like every platform we end with, like, excuse me, like every episode we end with a question.
The most amazing, important question that is the definition of what our show is.
And-
What is a professional winner to you?
A professional winner. So I would say, in my opinion, a professional winner is someone who is content with who they are and what they do, and someone that's happy. You are winning at life. You don't have to be doing something specific or like a job, but someone who is content with who they are and what they do, and they're happy with their life. You are a professional winner. You are a winner professionally.
See, I can see for me, you're a professional winner. You separated yourself. You found you were on the 9-to-5 track for a while. Found something that you loved, did it in your 9-to-5, and just found that this is what I want to do.
That's what I want to do.
Eventually, to the point where you separate yourself, you're just like, this is who I am,
Yeah.
and you weren't afraid. And if anything, maybe that was already a part of your path. You said you did something like that already in college in a way,
I knew
it came back to you.
I knew it was gonna work out. And once the opportunity arose, it's like in order for you to grow, you have to step outside your comfort zone. You have to do one of my favorite quotes is you have to do something that scares you every day or something like that. Maybe not every day
You
per
gotta write
se.
down the book.
Yeah, maybe not every day per se, but that's the only way that you can, at least when you look back and say, I'm thankful that I did that, or even though it didn't work out, at least I tried it, because you never want to regret not doing something. So yeah, I'm glad I took that step, and so far it's been great.
And you're doing it with class. You're doing it with grace. You're humble.
In a suit.
Yeah,
And
your
see,
energy is
I gotta
always
get more.
positive, man.
Gotta get more.
Don't buy none. We gotta get that Men's Warehouse deal.
Yeah,
But,
shout out though.
Yo, thank you guys for tuning in. For all the listeners, for all the people that tune into this podcast, thank you so much. We was rated top 25% of podcasts last year.
Gang,
We only
gang.
going up from here. We really appreciate you. We cannot do this without all of our listeners. And we take ownership and pride of the audience who support the Professional Winner podcast.
Word.
Thank you so much. Yo, Germany messed with us, man. The Netherlands. Did you see our numbers, man?
Yo, Kazakhstan.
Respect.
hilarious.
And
Yo,
our
yeah.
most few
I was like,
people,
what?
the most people who looked at us was in Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. We are in Brooklyn. We New Yorkers. But we love
Dead
all
ass.
of you, man. We love all of you.
Dead
Say it again,
ass.
Wade.
Dead ass. But no, so not to interrupt. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you
Yeah,
for having me on the show.
Word.
You guys have an amazing platform. You are doing something that's great. Hope you guys continue it going,
Of course.
and that things continue to go up from here. Obviously, it's been moving up. So,
Yeah.
keep-
And I never
keep
been to
being yourself.
Michigan, but when I go,
Don't go.
yeah.
Don't go.
you heard it here live. No, we'll put
Follow the
No,
Wade
if you like the cold,
We ain't got 500,000 followers. We can't help it with that. yo, do not add that. This dude
Like,
is wild.
follow, subscribe.
Yo,
Add
Yo,
Wade
Wade.
y'all wild
Empire on
boys.
TikTok and
yo,
Instagram.
he's wild. Wade, he's
Y'all wild boys.
bugging.
Y'all.